Hi, I'm Janice.
And I'm Dave, and we live at NoFixedAddress.
In this episode, we're exploring the sights and sounds of Memphis, Tennessee. Come join us. Bright and early this morning, so we decided to head out for a run before we head into Memphis to do some exploring. In Memphis, Tennessee. It was such a beautiful day. We decided to hop on our motorcycles and come downtown and see what we could see. So,
there's a few different things we wanted to see while here. Graceland, obviously. But the Rock and Soul Museum, which you see behind us, is one of the first places we're going to stop at.
And we bought something called Backstage Pass. I think it was $86. It gets you access to Sun Studios, STAX Museum, Graceland, and the Memphis Rock and Soul Museum. It's good for a year.
Good for a year. You don't need to go to all the places at once or in a particular order or anything, or even all on the same day. You can spread it out however many days you want. And I think you save about $20 over the paying individually.
I just noticed on the sign here you can get free shuttle service from here to Sun Studios and to Graceland. So
we have motorcycles.
We have motorcycles.
Taking the motorcade.
Yeah.
So let's go check it out.
All right.
We'll report back.
And we're off.
So that was cool.
That was really cool. It's lots and lots of information.
I'm not sure what I expected, but that wasn't it. But it was great.
Yeah, it was very, very well done. Self-guided audio tour, so you can listen to lots of things.
It sort of takes you through the melding of different styles of music that's happened in Memphis. Roots of rock and roll, blues, soul music, all coming together at the various studios around there. It's really good.
Yeah, well worth it. If you're in Memphis, stop in to the Rock and Soul Museum.
Definitely.
How is it? Or what is it? It's a pulled pork.
For supper?
Pulled pork.
Pig.
Pig.
What's for supper?
Pig.
Pig where?
Memphis.
No. Pig on veal.
Pig on veal. Okay.
What's for supper?
Pig.
Pig where?
Pig on veal.
So we're doing this report from the truck because it's pouring rain out. We just finished the Elvis Experience tour at Graceland, which is what our Backstage Pass included.
Yeah. So it's it takes you through the Graceland itself, through the mansion, and through the grounds, and it's audio guided, self-guided tour.
Wearing the headsets.
Yeah, headsets and
to
everything. Lots of cool information and extra stuff that's added in, and tons of stuff to see in the mansion. And then you come over to, I guess, the rest of the area, and there is tons more stuff to see over here.
Swim into a couple of his airplanes.
Yeah.
That they have parked on the grounds here. Not quite sure how they got them here. Obviously didn't fly them in. But that was cool. And then tons of exhibit space here.
So you can see the mansion on its own, or the mansion plus the airplanes, which is an additional $5. We did it as part of our package, but you can buy it on your own as well, is the mansion, the exhibits, and the plane. And it said 3.5 to 4 hours.
We were a solid 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. And towards the end, you're getting a little tired.
I was getting a little Elvis out.
A little Elvis out.
To be quite honest with you. So where are we going next?
STAX Museum, actually.
STAX Museum.
STAX Museum.
Okay, we'll see you there.
Listen when I say it really ain't too fair for you to treat me this way. Since the day you left me, my whole world is up and gone. And baby, I'd do anything to keep you from moving on. Yeah, just bring it on back, bring it on back. Bring it on back, bring it on.
back in the truck.
Because it's pouring rain again.
Yeah, pouring rain. We spent probably another 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, close to it anyway.
Close to 2 hours inside the STAX Museum of
American Soul.
Soul Music, which was really, really cool. It's just, I mean, the whole history of STAX records.
You're being bombarded by something. Yeah, it's built on the original location of the STAX studios, which went into disrepair and was torn down after the record company folded. But they've got a recreation of the studios inside. Tons of exhibits on all of the different artists that recorded here. My only complaint is that the exhibits have a ton of reading. You could spend all day if you wanted to try and read everything. And anybody knows me, I'm not a big reader, so I wasn't keen on all the reading that was involved. But they started out with a film that was quite interesting.
Yep.
And towards the end was more memorabilia and shorter stories about what went on there.
But yeah, it takes you right from the sort of the soul music, starting from the 50s and going right through to today. Anyway, well worth a visit if you like soul, if you like music, just cool museum. Good morning, everyone. We're getting ready to hit the road.
It's a beautiful morning here. We're going to give you a little tour of the campground before we go, because we've really liked this place.
Right up in Mississippi.
Get to watch the river barges go by quite often, and yeah, it's been quite nice. So yeah, we'll give you a tour of the place before we go. Yesterday, we didn't get a chance to tell you about our experience at Sun Records, because by the time we got out of there, it was pitch dark and pouring rain. And yeah, that rain lasted late into the night and then changed to amazingly strong winds.
Crazy, crazy winds.
They were shaking the whole trailer last night. We were afraid we were going to lose the toppers off of our slides. It was so windy. But I checked, everything was good this morning. So, Sun Records yesterday. Cute little place.
Yep.
When you go into the place, it starts with a little cafe.
It had been an original little cafe that it was open to the public, but the people that were there recording could eat there, and then upstairs was sort of a boarding house area that people that were recording could also stay in.
So the tour started out by us going into a room that was just chock full of memorabilia from back in the day. And it was a guided tour, and the guide was really quite good. Entertaining.
Yeah.
Well-spoken. And we really enjoyed that. After the memorabilia room, they took us into the actual recording studio where lots of big names have recorded, including Elvis Presley's very first recording.
Yeah. And just the whole history of this room that somehow over, I don't know how many businesses, you mentioned at least 3 businesses, a laundromat,
barbershop,
and a surf and
dive shop.
And through all of those businesses, the only thing in the room that has changed was the addition of air conditioning in the 1980s.
Yeah, for some reason they didn't tear down all of the acoustic tiling and renovate the insides. It was left as it was back when Elvis recorded and all the other greats that went through Sun Records. So it was amazing that actually happened.
We're sitting here watching a river barge go by right now. It's
a huge one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide by 5 long.
Anyway, so if you're in Memphis and get a chance, definitely go see Sun Studios. It was well worth it.
So we did 3 places yesterday and 1 the day before, and so that's the 4 on the Backstage Pass that we got. And I don't think there's any way you could do all of those in one day.
Oh, no.
You really need 2 days minimum to do those.
And even doing 3 in one day was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a long day.
It would have been nicer if we'd been able to split it up 2 and 2 like we had originally planned, but that didn't work out. So no, we got to get this trailer packed up, get the bikes loaded, get them lashed down, and we'll give you, like I said, a little tour of the campground before we hit the road. So, like we said, this is the Tom Sawyer RV Park in West Memphis, Arkansas, right on the Mississippi River. And the park is kind of divided up into 3 different sections. The section we are in right now is really designed for 5th-wheel trailers.
Yep.
The way it's oriented, we were able to open up our tailgate and set up the patio back there overlooking the Mississippi, which was quite nice. The next section down is primarily for Class A and other rigs where they would be oriented the opposite direction, driving in towards the river. Yeah. And then there's a 3rd section that's further back from the river as well.
It's mostly full-time.
Mostly full-timers in there?
Mostly full-timers back there, so.
This place was underwater from, what was it, January of last year or January of this year until July or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough around the edges still. Obviously a lot of damage from being underwater for that long.
And major underwater, like...
Yeah, we'll show you here a picture of one of the buildings where they have marked on it where the water peaked a few years back in a previous flood. But so there are no strangers to flooding around here, it would seem. But still recovering from that long 6 or 7 month period that they were underwater. So consequently, the roads are a bit rough coming in here, and the landscaping is not the nicest right now. Of course, we're also here in the fall, so all the grass is brown and the leaves are gone. I'm sure it's much nicer looking in the summertime.
Yeah. But super friendly staff, super accommodating. I believe our spot, which is the more expensive spots, were $49 a night, and it's Good Sam, so you get the discount, so it worked out to $44 for the night. Full hookup, concrete pad, more than long enough for our rig, which is 45 feet, plus our truck, plus we were able to put the patio back down.
So very...
without having, and we could unhook and still have enough room.
Yeah. So a couple other things we wanted to mention. There were walking paths, running paths, all through the bush here, up onto a levee, and they're a little damp right now because of all the rain we've been getting, but we went out for a run on them the other day, and it was great. They have a kind of an elevated platform we'll show you here as well, which you can climb up. It's great for taking pictures and that kind of thing. Laundry?
Yep, they have free laundry here, which is kind of cool. A couple of different laundry rooms around the place. I've looked in one, 2 washers, 2 dryers. They looked clean.
We didn't need to use them, but
No.
they were here.
And free. So,
Yeah, free laundry. Anyway, time to hit the road.
yeah.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Janice.
And we're No Fixed Address. If you enjoyed this video, please
Give us a thumbs up.
Like, subscribe,
Subscribe.
and there's more to come. Thanks.